Yeah, when you say it will be delayed, everybody is thinking maybe it will take effect from January 1st, you know. And question people are asking is that why are we talking about this now that the economy is taking blows, uppercuts from all directions? Why didn't we talk about this or implement this when the economy was better? Why is it so necessary that we do it now? Because it will definitely affect a lot of things. Mr. President is trying to bring food prices down. He has given a matching order to bring food prices down. And we're still talking about a 5% surcharge, a consumption tax, like you said, that, yes, might benefit, might get the rich people paid a little bit more. But at the end of the day, it's still the regular Nigerian that will bear the brunt.
Well, the reason why it has to be done, I'm not providing justification for why it should be done. In fact, if you ask me, we should just halt the implementation of the user charge, the surcharge for now. Because like you mentioned, people are going through a lot at the time. And I mean, the president saying, giving a matching order, I listen to it. But I don't think, you know, crashing food prices is not a word of mouth. These are economic activity that are subject to various economic manipulations and indices. Yeah. So for food prices to crash, it's not just about the president giving an order. It's about certain fundamentals being in place. You need to look at the supply gap and then the demand as well, and then see our level of production, whether we're importing or we're producing locally, and that's how to deal with food prices. But on this issue is that yes, we need to halt it for now, but certainly it will be implemented. And the reason is because we're not doing very well again as much as we used to in terms of oil revenue. The president also made comments recently about non-oil revenue doing well, and part of that non-oil revenue is also taxation. Everywhere in the world, yes, you will need taxes to fund government obligations. So there's no doubt about that. How the taxes will be implemented, if you ask me, is that if we were a country driven by data, you would easily protect the vulnerable away from this user charge, for instance. I mean, you are not going to be targeting, for instance, a public transport person or maybe an Okada rider in a local parlance, for instance, for this user charge, this 5% user charge. If you had a country which is driven by data, you can literally protect, for instance, the Okada rider, the public transport people away from this user charge. All you needed to do is to, for instance, provide a voucher for them monthly, and then they can use the voucher in filling stations and buy the petroleum products, and they don't have to pay the 5% charge. Yeah. The people you are supposed to be targeting are people who are up the ladder, who drive convoys, who do all of that. Those are the people that get away, with the subsidy. For instance, the subsidy was on for many years, and you realize that the subsidy was not, providing any relief to the common man. Was rather funding, the exorbitant and the opulent lifestyle of the rich. And that's why I'm happy that the subsidy has now been removed, so that, you have a lever. But I think with this user charge, what you need to do now is to work with state government, provide vouchers, for people who are vulnerable, so that they can still go to the petrol stations and still buy without paying the surcharge. Why the rich then, of course, they should and they must.